Hey, what's up? What's up? Knolly Williams here, your success coach, and I want to get you in on our conversation. Will Gilliam, Deb Gilliam, and I have been, and my wife Josie, we've been hanging out for the last 5-6 days, and we've been talking about success. You know, they're real estate brokers. I'm a real estate broker, and what we specifically started talking about just now, and we decided let's get this on camera. Is new agents. You know, people that are brand new in the business. Because here's the thing, Will, that we know. 88% of new agents fail within the first 12 to 18 months. They fail.
That's phenomenal.
Imagine going into an industry where they say there's a 12% rate of success or the 88% rate of percentage of failure in that business. Who would go into a business like that? You know, but what we also know is that any agent that's been in the business at least a year, there's less than 40% of them that leave after the first year. And if they've been in 3 years, they almost don't leave. They either expire or they don't retire though. That's another big problem. That's one of the things, the benefits that we've seen here at eXp. So just speak around that concept because you brought on new agents before.
Right. You know, the main thing about a new agent, when you're choosing real estate, realtor, being a realtor as a career, you have to have that mindset as I'm a professional. I'm not just, hey, I've got the freedom. Look at that, I can do this and do that.
Nobody.
You can have all that freedom, but you're not going to make any money. And this job we've talked about before, real estate, being a realtor, a successful realtor, is one of the easiest jobs in the world. Yet one of the hardest. And as a realtor, a new agent, it's about having contacts. Don't be chasing those silver objects. Zillow, Realtor.com, Truly, they're all going to try to sell you, buy my leads. Everybody knows at least 250 people. 250 people. And this one training we went through before, they said everybody in your database, everybody that knows you, likes you, trusts you, everybody you know, that's equals to $1,000 a year in income. And your job in your first 30 days, and I know you have a good training or kickoff on the first 30-day start, is get your database set up. And luckily with eXp, we have KV Core, have a great CRM. And you need to make contact with your people. Contacts equal what? Contracts. And it's a contact sport. Our job is pretty simple. You gotta make contacts. And if you make 10 a day, 50 a week, that's significant. And you don't want to be a secret agent. You need to let everybody know, I've got my real estate license. Is there anything I can do to help you? Our job is helping people. And don't ever be afraid to call them and let them know, oh man, they're going to see me as a pest. No, you are providing value. Are we not?
Yes.
We are real estate consultants and we provide value. People want to know, how much is that house worth? Or how much is my house worth? I mean, that's usually their largest investment. And we have the tools and the technology that we should be able to share that and not be ashamed. I mean, this is a great profession, and you well know, you've been in it a long time.
It is. For me, I believe it is the best business you can get into. I mean, I've been an entrepreneur and a business owner for many, many years, and I've never seen a business where a person will actually pay you a percentage of their equity.
Right.
That's what they're actually doing. Right. And we look at it as, hey, we're making a 6% on this deal or 3%, whatever, however you look at it. But in reality, when you look at what our paycheck is compared to what their equity is on the house, it's a significant, unless they have it paid off. If it's paid off, then we're at 6% of equity.
Right.
But sometimes I'm getting half of what their equity is.
Right.
Right.
And so, I mean, we owe it to the client to know more than anyone
Exactly.
else. What's that thing?
To work with us, Lake Life, there's two things we have to do. Two things. Just two things I require. One, know more than others. I want you to be the smartest kid on the block. Know more than others. And we know that's not that hard, but know more than others. And the second thing, do what others won't do. Do what others won't do. It's Saturday at 6 o'clock, you get ready to supper, and they call you, hey, this is an out-of-town agent, them Austin agents, calling, hey, I can't be out there. Can you show my people you're listening? What are you going to say? No, you do what others won't do. Hey, a conference coming in, Knolly, and my peeps' house, they're down in San Antonio. They're lakefront properties. People are they're not there full time. We go check on their house, go crack a pipe or something. Just do what others won't do, and that separates you from the pack. And it's all about differentiation, because they're going to ask you, well, Knolly, why should I hire you? And I have a great answer for that. Ask me, Deb, why should I hire you?
Why should I hire you?
I get results. Enough said.
Enough said.
Enough said.
That's it.
I get results. Ask me, have I ever sold $1 million house? Ask me that.
Have you ever sold $1 million house?
That's a great question. No, I haven't, but I know how.
Ooh. This is great advice for brand new agents.
And you just tell them, if you never sold $1 million house, you say no, but I know how.
Or I get results. I've sold all of my listings, so.
Yeah, so.
It's what Tony did.
And part of that, how do I know some of these great answers, is we train. And real estate is one of those, you get your license, and your license, you're dangerous. And part of our lake life is we train. I mean, Michael Curry, before he leaves the practice court, he has to make, 20 swishes in a row before he leaves? And Michael Jordan, all these greats, do you think they just, when the season was over, they came back in October for preseason? They trained. That's what we do to know those answers. People want to hire a trained professional. And I mean, I'm going to give a little plug for eXp. Is eXp, for a new agent especially, over 50 hours of live training with some of the top icon agents in the nation. And Icon is a program eXp offers. It's a great wealth building program. Whereas you come on at eXp at an 80-20 split, and then when you pay in $16,000, which is about $2.5 million in sales, and don't be thinking, oh, that's for out here on the lake, that could be one house. But you pay in $16,000, and when you do that, you pay in $16,000. When you have 20 more transactions, you hit Icon. What does that mean? You get your $16,000 back in stock.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's a way to build wealth.
Yeah.
And
no other real estate company on the planet.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know of anybody that offers stock. And the minute you join eXp, you get stock. You get a few shares. And then if you bring somebody in, you recruit because you want to build a team. The cool thing is you can build a team. You don't have to be a broker. Yeah. And if you have friends in California and you living in Austin or San Antonio, you can pick up your phone and say, hey guys out in California, I've joined this really awesome company, eXp. Have you ever heard of them? Well, yeah, but out here in California, they don't like us. Hey, do they like you? Because they're not hiring eXp. Not only are they hiring the company you're with, they don't care who you're with. They're hiring you. And that's why you need to talk to your sphere. Because they know, love, and trust you, and they'll trust you with their property, the biggest investment, even if you're new. And the cool thing about eXp is you're not alone. You've got a team. I can pick up the phone and call all these cool. Knolly's a big league. I mean, Knolly's, it's Knolly Williams, ladies and gentlemen. He is best a speaker, international speaker, best-selling author. He knows people, and I know people because of him. And I've done things in my past in this real estate world. And you can pick up the phone. They're eXp. They will share everything, so you're not alone. And that's why I can say and look them in the eye and say, I get results.
Absolutely, I love it.
Priceless.
And you've got so many great scripts, Will and Deb. Let's just talk to you for just a moment about these new agents. So, because you brought on new agents to your company, what are some things that you would, or like a piece of advice you would give to a new agent from the back end, from the back side of it?
From the back end?
Yeah.
New agents, never be afraid to ask the questions, because when you don't ask and you want to just go forward, you might get yourself into some trouble, and then it might take us a little time to undo the knots that you've just tied yourself in. But there's no stupid question. Never a stupid question. And with eXp, they have a mentorship program. So if you're brand new, I mean, they're going to pair you up with someone that's going to help you out.
Good point.
Never be afraid to ask your broker, and we've got fantastic brokers at eXp.
5 brokers.
5 brokers in Texas. I don't
Plus,
know
if you're
about the
with me,
other
you get me.
states, but yeah.
And if you're with me, you get Knolly.
Yep.
I mean, I hate to step on your toe, but you
No,
mentioned
that's
mentorship.
Yeah.
And when you join eXp, let's say you say, Will, I want to be part of this. We get Knolly's Mentorship Master program. That's training every Thursday. There's more training to spin your head. And so there's really no excuse for you to be successful and defy those odds of 88% failure rate.
Oh yeah, you have in my view, it's a 100% chance of success.
Right.
Right.
Because if you do, like when you do what Will and Deb share with you and teach you to do, and you say what they teach you and tell you to say, you're going to succeed.
Yeah. And we'll teach you what to say.
Exactly.
Because you're like, you hear the word script, and I used to think, I hate scripts. I love them. Yeah. And you just repeat them, you role play. I used to hate role play when I was in pharmaceutical sales. Yeah. Now I love role playing because you got to get it in. When people ask you, hey, how's the market? You don't say, oh, wow, it's great. It's so busy. You just told your person to ask you, I'm too busy for you.
Wow.
You need to say, man, that's a great question. That all depends on whether you're buying or selling. And then it all depends on where you're talking about. Wait for the answer. Wait for the answer. 2 ears, listen. And then they'll say, well, I'm thinking about, Horseshoe Bay. Now you answer the question. You give them that answer, and then you say, speaking of Horseshoe Bay and all that, you thinking about making a move, maybe selling or maybe buying? Or maybe you have a friend, relative, or neighbor that's thinking about making a move. 50% of the time, they're going to say, well, Will, I am. Because 50% of the time when they ask you that question, they want to know really what the market's doing because they're thinking about buying or selling.
Right.
Answer the question and then ask them, are you thinking about making a move? Pretty simple, but it takes a lot of time. And I challenge you, go ask a realtor, how's the market? I guarantee they're going to say, oh, I'm busy. Or it's kind of slow. Lame answer. You're with me? Going to the principal's office. We're going to sit down. We're going to get this worked out.
All right. Well, that's just a little advice that we wanted to give you guys. Brand new agents, don't be afraid to secure the deal, make it happen. And when you've got folks like Will and Deb behind you, you've got the confidence behind you. You've got the confidence. You're like, oh, I know what to say around that. And anyway, hey, hope this has been helpful. Get out there and use what you've learned. Check out eXp. Check out Will and Deb. We'll see you on the next one. God bless.